Look, it's got a Wretched Camel in it. It has to be great. That's all I'm saying. Turn 2 Wretched Camel, can't lose. What's this do? When this dies, if you control a desert or there's a desert in your graveyard, target player discards a card. We're gonna read my own cards a lot. Oh, this enters the battlefield tapped, doesn't it? Man, today's gonna be sweet. That's fine. We can go 2-drop into 2-drop tap land on 3. I thought this was the colorless. I didn't realize we had non-colorless deserts in here. Those are non-colorless deserts. Weird. The classic turn 1 punts. Big papa punts. There's just say on one that we're going to be a lot of reading our own cards today. Immediately make the wrong play. Maybe we're just going to flood out here and we're going to end up wanting to cycle this. We're just like a powerful wizard that saw that coming. I do not. Look at that. Immediately punished for our missequencing here too. Just like they would have had to discard a card if I'd have played this on one. So we're gonna go Wretched Camel Desert next turn, so that way this one can make them discard a card when they kill it. Read the freaking card, right? So they'd be down a card. Sacrifice this, put a -1 counter any creature active this time only in you. It's pretty good. I think we're going to stick to the plan, though, and do this into this. I'm going to wait a turn on the Transgress to give them the most amount of time to draw a Hazoret to get rid of. That being said, like, the downside to waiting here is, like, they could only have 1 3-drop in their hand, and they could play a 3-drop next turn. Almost certainly. Perfect. I don't know what is wrong with this cheer cup. It keeps resetting itself. I might just disable it because it's kind of annoying me. I might sack this grasping dudes to kill one of their dorks here too. Or we're just gonna play another camel. Transgress you. Chandra and Collective Defiance. Oh, I'll take your Chandra, please. Hey, Declan. Good morning. Hey, you wanna watch a show? Mm-hmm. Dad, turning on the show right now. No attacks. It's not untapped out. I'm just gonna start. So for these one-off decks, like, we're probably only playing this through 1 league. I'm not putting them on tapped out. It's too much work. Like, I will add them to tapped out. I will post them underneath the YouTube video after the fact. What show you want? You want George? Okay. What do we draw? Kill my guy, kill me. You discard a card. So they're gonna lose both their cards if they attack us, then, right? Target you. 1 legal target. Target you. Yeah, it's on my Twitter. There you go. It's on my Twitter. Someday Magic Online will have an API, and then it won't be a bunch of work for me to do things. Alright, and this ended up working out here because we drew more camels, so like they ended up having the same number of cards anyways. Discard your last card. 2 card types in our bin. Real close to making this Traverse do something useful. Let's take this and let's plus her on my Schwamp, I think. Green, black, colorless. Untap that one. I'm pretty sure I just want to stay on defense here. I'm sure they're about to draw the 3-2 that makes my thing not block, and I'm just going to be really sad about all of my life decisions that have led to this point, but I'm pretty sure I just want to leave the Swamp on defense. Turns into a 5-5 for a full turn cycle here. How's my audio, by the way? I added some filters, compression, and a noise gate to my microphone to hopefully balance the levels a little bit, but is the quality good? I've never used the filters on OBS before, so I'm not sure if they sound good, bad, or otherwise. Audio's good, good. Alright, so now I think we just go ahead and do this on here. And then I'm gonna go ahead and plus this on here and then play this Hissing Quagmire. There's still only 3 card types in my bin. I'll lower that down so you can see it. I really don't think I want to... I really don't think I want to do that. I don't think I want to just get a land with this. That seems loose. Get a basic land explicitly. Although I guess I'm thinking about, yeah, I'll just go get a waste since I sacked my colorless source. I already played a land for the turn, yep. This is the Gitrog deck. That's fair. I could emblem this. Yep. We're down to 6 here. At least I assume we're going to 6. Yep. Kinda like they need to draw a land to activate this the second time. So it's not quite literally a 2. Pickle this, see what we get. Ramunap Excavator. That's pretty good actually, right? Huh. So let's play the Excavator. And I can play this Grasping Dunes from my discard pile. So if am I supposed to alt here? I think I'm supposed to alt here. It's possible that I'm just supposed to kill them. Possible I'm just supposed to kill them here. If they hit one more land, I'm just going to turn the cheer cup off for today. Alright. Oh, this can only make... Yeah, I probably should have just made a 5-5 there. Because if they hit a land next turn, this can come in and smack me. And then we're going to die to this. Yeah, I probably should have just made a 5-5. The good news is, if they brick this turn, they draw like a 2-1 or something without speed. They didn't draw a land. They could have drawn like a shock or something here. Like the Sylvan Advocate plus this Nissa is gonna like close the game really fast. Let's go tap, tap. Plus here. I'm gonna do this and activate this. I want to activate this. I probably just want to go Sylvan Advocate. Let's play this to draw a card. Yes, I would like to use Nissa's ability. Yeah, let's just play Rhonas and then play Sylvan Advocate. And then kill this. Did I miss lethal? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13? No, I did not miss lethal. Good. Whew. Whew. Be a good start to the day. Classic miss lethal. And we could die here. I could have like end step this, untap shock, or shock plus incendiary flow. That's actually sweet. We even missed a little bit of value because I missequenced my lands on turn 1. Oh, if we don't die in their next turn, they're 10 out of 10 out on our untap. So, you know, kill me. Yeah, the camel seems sweet. Good quality value creature. I love me a good quality value creature. Shocking. These deserts are so obnoxious. Like, it's almost like the red deck has a champion power and no one else does. Like, we've got sub-utility deserts. Whoa! Holy crap, so this game's over, right? They just, like, killed my Nissa with their 2 damage? They have to be dead here, right? Vintage Trod Wed. Alright, you killed my Nissa. Deal. Alright. Alright. Transgress probably isn't very good. Jaddi Offshoot, probably great. Can only assume this is in the deck for this matchup. Kalitas also sounds excellent. Yahenni's Expertise, probably reasonable. Thought-Knot Seer is probably awful, right? I mean, playing to not lose as opposed to playing to win is generally bad. This is kind of a grindier card. It's got the crawling sensation. The rest of these cards seem fine, right? Like, Nissa and Gitrog are a little expensive, but like we need big cards to actually kill them. Yeah, we don't really have good answers to Hazoret, do we? I wasn't thinking about that. I just like copy and pasted the deck list that they gave me, but we don't have we don't really have a ton of good answers to Hazoret. We actually have 0 answers to Hazoret. Are we supposed to just leave the Transgresses in if they're boarding big? Do you think they're gonna board big on the play? I feel like they're not gonna board big on the play. That might be wrong. Like, I'm still leaving sub top ended, right? Like, I'm leaving these, and I'm gonna leave these Tireless Trackers in. We do have expertise into Spatial. Jarvis is technically correct, which one could argue is the best kind of correct. Oh yeah, we have deserts too. That's fine. That's fine. We got a plan. I'm gonna try like this. I feel like they're not gonna board up on the play. Like, if they win this game, I wouldn't be surprised if they board up. And, like, if they're boarding up on the play, I feel like that's probably good for us on average. Like, again, like, I'm leaving in some grind. Like, Ramunap Excavator is technically some grind, too. Yeah, you can just outclass Hazoret. Yeah, like, Gitrog is just bigger than it. Gitrog Monster. This is not amazing. This is a fatal push. This is not amazing on the back foot, but again, you just like need cards that actually kill them, right? And I don't think Thought-Knot Seer is particularly well suited, especially on the draw. So I think I'd rather have Nissa than Thought-Knot Seer. Cause like that last game, right? Like Nissa blocked for a turn. Like she comes down and she makes a 5/5, which like their little pooper when it comes back doesn't make it not block. Yeah, and like the 4/4 has drawback, right? Like if we don't have something to take for them with the Thought-Knot Seer, then they kill the Thought-Knot Seer, they get up a card. I don't know. I'm just playing what they, the only change, I almost said I'm just playing what they sent me. I added Hissing Quagmires to the mana base, because it seemed really weird that there weren't Hissing Quagmires in this deck. It might be too many tapped lands. Yes, we technically have, 7, there's 10 tapped lands in this deck right now, so this might be too many. I'm gonna be honest and say when I adjusted the mana, I didn't realize that these were the come into play tapped deserts. I thought they were the Deadland cycle. I forgot that these cycling ones existed, if we're gonna be honest here. Yeah, the neg 1 land seems really good. Which we have exactly one of, so let's draw it again. Man, I really want to get Ramunap Excavator plus Gitrog plus Dunes of the Dead online. Just like make a 2/2 every turn. Draw an extra card, just like spew value. My opponent like DC'd. I feel like they're DC'd. They used the entirety of the reserving time, and now we're sitting here waiting for them to start. No, rune map just means after you cycle the desert, you can put it into play. Welcome back, opponent. Welcome back. It seems fine. It's missing a desert, but it's fine other than that. We have a 1-drop on the player. We're just gonna like hit ourselves. Of course, our deck has Wretched Camel, Jarvis. What a beautiful. I would just like everyone to look at this creature and just realize, just soak in the beauty of it. Just like look at that big camel-y maw and be like, Hoagland chose to play this card today. The majestic zombie Campbell. Excellent. We do have a curve. You're not wrong. Get my second Schwamp here for my Kalitas. That even, gosh, just the perfects. There's my 2-3. Nice shock you got over there, opponent. The Sword enemy of the red deck, a 2-3. So next turn we'll go Desert Wretched Camel. How do I enjoy current standard or standard neutral? I just like don't have a reason to play the current standard format, and like it's rotating so soon. It seems, oh, because it says counters. Oh no. It seems like this format's very reasonable, but like it's changing very soon. Like we're only playing this deck today because it was a donation deck list. So like it seems sweet. It seems like there's a lot of sweet things to be doing in this format, but like they wasted the entirety of what this sweet format could have been, letting cards like Felidar Guardian combo and you know, Aetherworks Marvel be legal. And it's like, now that they finally, like, sorted out all of the mess, it's like, well, now things are rotating, so why are we bothering? And also, like I know it's funny that, like, WotC pushes standard a lot, but, like, as someone who streams a lot of, like, Modern and Legacy, like, my standard content is far less viewed than, oh no! He has the anti-camel tech! The camel doesn't die, so they don't have to discard a card. Oh no! Oh no, the anti-camel tech. Oh, wait! Wait, that's bugged, right? Wait, that's actually bugged, right? That Camel's supposed to die because of the Soulscar Mage? Right, this is the bug we're talking about, right? If the creature dealt damage... Yeah, that's bugged. That's bugged. So they're supposed to discard a card. 100% bugged. Yay! The league is free! The league is free! That's the best. The best. I love it. I love when my leagues are free. Cha-ching! It's like WotC just reaching over and just sticking $12 in my pocket. Who doesn't love the freest of leagues? I love the freest of leagues. As a connoisseur of value, I do enjoy the freest of leagues. So for those who are unaware, Incendiary Flow, let's pop this bad boy out so you can read it. Incendiary Flow says, deal 3 damage to target creature or player. If a creature dealt damage this way would die this turn, exile it. So because they templated this card like this, the way it interacts with Soulscar Mage is Soulscar Mage says, if a source would deal damage, replace that damage with minus counters. So technically, Incendiary Flow never dealt damage to my creature, which means the creature should die, not go to exile. Block. They're going to sacrifice this, draw 4 cards here. Just make sure you don't. Oh, geez, we get a zombie when they sacrifice it too. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Baby, baby. Baby, baby. Get in here, Kalitas. We got some mono red for you to clean up. Kalitas. Just doing this. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. All right. Tireless Tracker. I go ahead and traverse here for a basic waste. Pass the turn. It's possible I'm supposed to just get aggressive with this turn and like just like ship in for 5. Nah, putting up more walls is probably better. Everyone's having a good Thursday. Remember, if you enjoy Magic the Gathering and digital card games, you should stop by on Saturday. Saturday, I'm going to be doing a 12-hour stream. If we meet the donation goal, we're going to extend it to a 24-hour stream. I'm playing Magic in Hex constructed formats for the entirety of that time. It's my Reality Smasher, and I want it now! Do you have that time? Listen to Kalitas whine. Oh! Is that one good? I feel like that one's okay. I'm gonna attack with this Kalitas here first. Yeah, I'm really tight. I feel like I didn't play Standard for almost 2 months. Or for like 6 months. Way more than 2 months. For like a long time. And then like, I came back and like all of the same cards are still legal. The donation goal is probably gonna be somewhere around 300. Ooh. Ooh. And this is just fine with me, right? Like, I'm just gonna pass priority here and like let this happen, I think. Okay, so we're shocking Kalitas. Oh, and then both of these get bigger. Okay, so this is gonna put minus counters on my Kalitas. Maybe this attack was bad. So I'm gonna get to trade here with one of the Soul Scar Mages. I think that's fine. I mean, it's just another linear, non-interactive deck, right? Just like modern the format. Yeah, I think I miffed this attack here. I do need to sacrifice because shock gives minus counters. Oh, clue for push. Man, that's a really good idea. That's the point of damage here too. Yeah, watch this. Watch if there a bit of fatal push on top of our deck. Not punished. Alright. Alright, let's pass the turn here. Yeah, that was bad. We could probably lose this game. Probably a losable game now because they're gonna be able to push like 3 points of damage in here, maybe more, depending on what they have. Yeah. Yep. So they're gonna hit us for 3, 4, 5, 6 this turn. Yeah. Stresses me out so bad now, right? Alright, so we're taking 6 here, right? And then going to 7. And this is gonna put us to 5. Yay! Fatso85 with the 3-month subscription. Thank you very much for the continued support and welcome back. A quarter of a year. I appreciate it. Subscriptions are the best way you could support my content here, so if you are enjoying what you see, please consider using that subscribe button down below. I'm gonna go ahead and crack this to start. Here we go. Jaddi Offshoot's not bad. So, do I want to just try and kill them? I think I want to just try and kill them, right? So, I'm going to go ahead and attack them with both of these down to 10. And then we'll go ahead and Yahenni's drop in Rhonas as a blocker. And hopefully they don't have, like, Shock as their last card to kill my Tireless Tracker. Although I guess if they have Shock as their last card, then they're not activating the runes this turn. Like this can block Earthshaker Kenra when it pops back into play. Oh, this deck seems sweet. Doing a lot of neat things. If you're looking for a mid-range deck in Standard, this is probably awesome. And pop your desert. We could die here and get a game 3. Excuse me. I'm going to 5. They have 1 card in hand, so we're dead to double flow. We're dead to land flow. All right. Got it 2-0 in spite of Magic Online being bugged, you know, just classic morning. We'd just like to say good morning, afternoon, good night to everyone, wherever you're out in the world. Thanks for choosing to spend part of your day here with us. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I am a TCG player and content producer, and we're hanging out playing some Standard on Magic Online this morning. If you're enjoying what you see, please hit that follow button. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps other people find my stuff. If you're really enjoying what you see, please consider subscribing on Twitch or becoming a patron on Patreon. You can also support my content by supporting my sponsors. MTGOtraders.com would love to buy and sell Magic Online cards with you. And if you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout, you'll save 8% on your singles orders with them. CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. If you use code Jeff5 at checkout there, you'll save 5% on your orders of Magic and Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles. InkGaming.com can help you customize your gaming experience. They do custom playmats and mouse pads and sleeves. And finally, SpareDeck.com offers kind of a unique service. Let's say you would love to play the Gitrog Monster deck, but you don't play a ton of Standard, and you don't own these cards. You can rent any physical, Standard, or Modern deck from SpareDeck for a weekend or up to an entire month. They're a really great service. I use them for all my physical events these days. I really don't own that many Magic cards anymore, so I generally rent from them when I do get out to play Paper Magic. We had a pretty reasonable keep here on the draw. It looks like we're playing against Teamer Energy here. Our hand's a little bit slow out of the gate because of these Hissing Quagmires that I added. They're gonna get to stick a 4-drop here before I can transgress, which sucks. All right, sweet. No 4-drop. Good beat. That article there pretty much summarizes why we stopped playing Pokemon. Everybody says. All right. Swing and a miss. Hey, bada bada bada. Hey, bada bada bada. Bada hey, bada hey, bada hey. Gosh! Sometimes your Thought Seizes just would have been better as Thought Scour. Tilt Angel, dee 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 dee, Wretched Camel, we are dead now. Dee 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 dee. Why? Remember that time we were playing 26 lands? Yep, 26 lands, and then missed our third land drop and died. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Transgress is probably good in this matchup, even if it did just make me slide out of my chair. I don't know. Never return, and Kalitas Kalitas is probably excellent, right? It's probably excellent. I don't know if I want any of the other cards here, honestly. Maybe the Never Returns are good for killing Chandras. Chandra's pretty annoying, right? Fatal Push is decent. It's bad, pretty bad again. Like, our deck's just like mono. God, this deck's so bad against Glorybringer as it's built, isn't it? Just like, could never kill it before it attacks and triggers. Just like have to Thought-Knot Seer it. Alright, I'm gonna cut this. We're gonna leave Thought-Knot Seer it even though it's awkward because we need to like take their Glorybringers away before they get cast. This hand's like not exciting, but it's like fine, right? I get to go, actually it's kind of cute, right? Like I get to go cycle my desert on 2 into play this on 3 into like play Tireless Tracker, replay desert from the discard pile on 4. And there's the Gitrog Monster. There actually isn't a link to this deck list below the stream because I'm lazy. And Magic Online makes me do way too much work to put deck lists. Is Gitrog Monster a card you would play in Modern? Gitrog Monster is probably a fine card to play in Modern if you're just looking to have fun. If you're looking to win matches of Magic, I'd recommend doing something degenerate in Modern, and Gitrog does not fall into the do something degenerate camp. Although, like there's probably a degenerate there in his mouth. Like, he's almost certainly just, like, devouring a degen. My tracker is tireless. Am I getting a second forest or am I getting a basic waste here? I guess I have Nissa in my hand already. I can replay that from the bin. So let's do this. Go. I feel like this matchup is not gonna, maybe Tireless Tracker isn't very good. I feel like this matchup is not about to be about grinding with Tireless Tracker, but I could be misassessing. Hopefully we draw an untapped land here. I can't block because they have 2 mana here. They can sack this clue and eat my guy. My opinion on that deck is that just instantly punished for not having got the basic waste last turn. And that's pretty good. That feels like Dece plus even. This Wretched Camel doesn't make them discard yet though, which is kind of sad. We should play removal in our deck. Yeah, probably. I hear that killing their things is good on occasion. I'm not blocking with this, right? Can't block, must attack, same thing. Oh, they do. It's in my. This is in the graveyard too, right? That's so good. This Wretched Camel, like 10 out of 10. Wretched Camel. This is really sad. My poor Tireless Tracker. Remember that time I missequenced my land so I couldn't Thought-Knot Seer? Pepperidge Farm remembers. I'm just playing the Gitrog Monster. I feel like I'm just playing the Gitrog. Oh, am I out of basics? Oh man, I think I'm out of basics. I should know. I should have checked that. Man, just look at this masterful deck building. That's my fault. That's my fault. I cut some basic lands for Hissing Quagmires. Oh wait, I can play another land from my thing. Oh no. Oh no, I've made a horrible mistake. I forgot we can play an extra land every turn. Play that desert. There you go. we did just get to draw cards. Like, we do just get to, like, sit here and cycle this Evolving Wilds, but, like, we have all these clues and, like, these expensive cards. So, like, we'd be much better off right now if I was, like, putting more basic lands into play. Be much, much better off. A Braid, that's rude, opponent. Alright. Stab both of these and crack this. Sack that. Yeah, drew another Evolving Wilds. Deal. Dealio. Play this. Play this. Sacrifice it even though we don't do anything. So we get to draw a card. Ooh, look, another Excavator. Sign me up. Alright. What are your thoughts over there, opponent? What are your thoughts on the Gitrog Monster? My opponent has no power. You have no power here, opponent. I guess they could go Servant into Virtuoso, but like they don't have any power, right? I'm just gonna take the Bristling Hydra away. And take the Bristling Hydra away. Attack with this. Am I okay if they want to trade 2 things for the Gitrog Monster? Yeah, I think I am, right? Yep, let's get frisky. You want a different show? Or tired of George? Which one do you want? Yep, okay. This Glory Bringer gets to bring glory to the Hypnotoad here. You can kill my Thought-Knot Seer, let them draw a card. Hopefully with this Nissa, we could just, like, be aggressive enough to beat them down here. I'm hoping. I'm hoping. So long, Thought-Knot Seer, my old friend. You'll make Glorybringer not untap again. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Alright, so I assume this is going to be... Ooh, Roger Fighter's a good draw. That was a good pickup. Oh, we're not playing Whirler Virtuoso yet. Okay. Sure. I'm going to sack this. Oh, this lets me draw another card. Yes. Man, remember that time I tapped my black sources because I'm a big dumb stupid? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I've got just like all the missequencing mistakes. So now I have one more land drop left for the turn, right? So I can play this Excavator. And then I can play the Schwamp from a discard pile. I would have played the Excavator before. Yeah. This isn't untapping, so like I have a turn before this is relevant. I'm gonna go ahead and attack with these two, I think. Am I attacking with this one? Might not be. Yeah, I'm gonna attack with that one too. That's fine. Depending on how they block here, we can get them with the Spatial Contortion. That's decent for us. Go. Yeah, go. No, I don't think so. I think I want to hold up the Spatial Contortion. Is you another Glorybringer? That's a big boat. Mighty big boat. So the fact that I cut basic lands from the deck easily cost us this game. Easily cost us this game. Yeah. We would have had more basic lands, we'd have been fine here. I don't think I'm using this turn. I'll float a mana here and then sack this. I'm gonna sack this. I think so. Play Deadlands. Still don't have... Destroy you. Am I offering this trade? I think I'm offering this trade here. I added some filters to my microphone. So I have a noise gate and a compressor at the top end right now. So we're kind of low on life. I guess we're dead to Glorybringer, right? It's Glory plus Sky Sovereign, kill us in the sky. How are we just dead? It's very true. Yeah, the fact that they have the Whirler Virtuoso is probably going to be pretty bad for us, though. Wonder if I was supposed to leave them... Wonder if I was supposed to leave them with the Bristling Hydra. No, this doesn't deal damage to players. For those that are people thinking that that's why we're dead. This doesn't deal damage to players. It's only creatures or planeswalkers. I want to sack this. I don't have a way to destroy this in my Traverse package, do I? We'd be much better off if I was like +3 lands right now, because like, what, we cracked 3 Evolving Wilds that didn't have lands to get with them. Am I dead? Let's just think about it real quick. There's no Manglehorn. Pretty sure we're dead. Again, the changes I made to the deck list lost us that game. We would have still had to win a game 3 there, but I didn't think about it. I thought 5 basics would be sufficient, but the fact that we're like looping the Evolving Wilds with like the Rune Map and Gitrog really like means you want a lot of basics in the deck. So if we were on, they had 8 basics in the deck list that they submitted to me. So like these Quagmires had been additional basic lands that game, we probably would have been much better off. Our mana would have been far less constrained. We would have drawn more cards. Morning, Nero. This is so for those that are just coming in, this is a donation deck list. Someone, one of my subscribers, sent in the $12 cost of this league via a donation. So we are playing their deck list almost card for card. And I should stop making changes to things when I think I'm smart. You should always just play deck lists that someone sends you card for card. Like these Hissing Quagmires, these were a bad addition, and we just lost that second game there directly because of them. I could try and induce a mistake, that's fair. But like even then, they're not like dead to the attack, right? It's fine. The old Sylvan Advocate crawling sensation curve. I think the lack of a Manglehorn with the Traverses is probably super wrong, especially since we have like 2 copies of Appetite for the Unnatural. But like, should probably be a Manglehorn in the 75. Sure, maybe. I mean, like when are you, like, can you like describe a board state to me where like I have a Traverse that's delirious and like I want to get Hissing Quagmire? That seems like really mediocre. I don't like get as much. They played a Shrine of the Forsaken Gods. They're probably a ramp deck, so I assume I just want to beat them down. Yep. Always yield, always yield. Now this land, the Hissing Quagmire might, this game, the Hissing Quagmire might be good, right? Like, let's just like keep beating him down. Bearding Wood, sure. Can we hit lands the next 2 turns? That would be great. There are 26 lands in our deck. Wait, I just want to... No, I don't want to activate this. This is 8. That would be 10, but if they fumigate me, they're going to gain life anyways. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and attack with these and then play the Rhonas. And now if they're casting Descend, I'm choosing to play around Fumigate and not Descend here. Which, opponent not familiar with what my opponent's doing, maybe that's incorrect. We can play around Descend by hitting them with the Quagmire. If they Fumigate, hitting them with the Quagmire is worse than putting the Rhonas onto the table. Because if we draw an untapped land next turn after they Fumigate, we can go Nissa, like attack them with both. Sweet. Our opponent has died. Alright, Transgress seems fine. Appetite for the Unnatural seems fine. Fatal Push is probably pretty terrible. Spatial Contortion is probably pretty terrible. Never Returns probably like okay. Bringing a Kalitas as an extra attacker. Let's go with this. Sure. Sign me up. My wife has a bit of a cold. It might be infiltrating its way into me. Homes are petri dishes. I do have I put a compressor on my microphone, so when I get really loud, it brings it in a little bit. I'm gonna have to listen back to it after the fact and see how it sounds. Does it sound bad or just different? If it sounds bad, I can play with the settings, but the compressor is something I've meant to put on the microphone for a while, and I didn't realize OBS had it. I did some searching around yesterday, and they had OBS has a compression built in. It is a software compressor. Yeah, hardware compressor. You know, I don't have a hardware compressor in my computer. No, nothing fancy. I want more yelling, right? We need more yelling. We gotta test the compressor out. This hand seems like thoroughly mediocre, right? Like, remember, you don't beat... Ramp is basically a combo deck, right? So, like, you don't beat the combo deck by just, like, playing a disruption spell. You need pressure, too, and this hand doesn't have pressure in it. Like, looking for a Camel or a Sylvan Advocate just like this. Keep this with a Scry on the draw. And I guess we'll top that. Let's just cast the Advocate here. Prototype! With the 3-month resubscription, this Karn looks a lot more like a frog to me. Welcome back, and thank you for the continued support. I do appreciate it. A quarter of a year. I think we're actually going to play some Hex after this league. I've done more Magic and less Hex so far this week, so to try and keep them pretty balanced. We're going to be doing more of both this weekend, too. I'm not 100% sure which deck I'm playing in the Hex 1K on Saturday, so I want to play a little bit more. I might play the Reanimator deck on Saturday, but I want to play a little bit more with it to get a feel for if it's good, bad, or otherwise. Yeah! 26 land deck! Missed the 3rd land drop every time. I guess I should just be happy we hit the 2nd one, right? Nothing makes you appreciate the Hex opening hand algorithm like mulliganing and keeping 1-landers and then stumbling and dying in Magic. It's just totes the best. Totes my goats. We're gonna concede if we miss a land drop next turn. Lantern controls a prison. Lantern is a prison deck. It's not neither of the above. When I changed it from the regular Karn to the Smiling Karn, I had to change the emote suffix. They could be on approach the 2nd set. You're not wrong. Oh man, I hit a land drop, so I have to keep playing Magic. That's the worst. When you like hit the things so you're like kind of in the game, but you're like you're not really in the game, but you're like just enough in it that you're not gonna concede. For the first part of the stream, I'm going to be going back and forth between Magic and Hex because Hex has a $1,000 cash tournament every Saturday. So I'm going to be playing in the Hex cash tournament, but because it's a structured tournament, there's going to be downtime in between the rounds. So I'm going to play in the Hex tournament and then play Magic in between the rounds of the Hex tournament. Dealer's choice, opponent. And then after the Hex tournament is done, I will do structured blocks. We'll do Magic for 4 or 5 hours and then do Hex for 4 or 5 hours. Check out that. It's on a video, but it's a written article. And that's the best thing about Hex. I hate the CCG thing. I hate that everyone has copied the Hearthstone model for collectible card games because they just want to like grab everyone's money and keep it. Like the fact that you have to like buy booster packs and then like dust your cards or turn them into runes or whatever currency we're calling it, and then like craft cards you want to buy. Like it is so convenient that for Hex I can just like go to a website, fill a shopping cart, and hit checkout and buy a deck. Same thing with Magic Online. Like, for all the things that people say about Magic Online, the Magic Online economy is very reasonable and nice. Some of the cards could probably be reprinted a little bit more so they were less expensive overall, but, like, the fact that, like, an economy exists is nice. I think you're in the minority about the CCG versus TCG models. I agree. And that's because I'm gonna be very egotistical and rude here and say that I'm smarter than the average bear. The CCG models give people feel goods. The CCG models, like the number of people that tell me like Eternal is very free to play friendly, but it's not if you want to play constructed. Like the CCGs make you feel good because they give you a lot of random free stuff that's not actually worth anything. They're like, well, I got a bunch of free stuff, but like it's like I have to like accumulate hundreds of hours worth of free stuff for it to amount to something that like I would otherwise have to spend money on. So like there's the what's it called, the slot machine push, right? Like from the casino. Like you're probably not smart if you're sitting there playing a slot machine, like the odds are against you, but like people sit there and they play the slot machine because it gives them that feel good in their brain. The lights and the sensors pop up when you win every once in a while. Man, just I have 2 sweepers in my deck and a Thought-Knot Seer. Just the best of beats. How many card types are in their bin? Just those. All right, I'm gonna take the Fumigate here. Like they people write like Saffron Olive did a comparison article talking about like the cost of Magic Online decks versus like the cost of Hearthstone and Eternal decks, and like the biggest difference there is like if you spend $200 on a Magic Online deck and you decide you don't want to play Magic Online anymore, you can sell that deck back and recuperate a large portion of your money. Whereas like in Hearthstone or Eternal or any of these other CCGs that just want you to like vomit money into them so when you eventually leave it's just gone, like that's it. It's just gone. I'll be right back. In Hearthstone, you can get a competitive deck by paying a couple $100. Yes, there is luck, but if you open a certain number of packs, you will get every card you need, especially with the new updates, which gives more. Sure, you could spend, but again, you're still just spending a bunch of money, and I get it. Magic Online doesn't have a free-to-play option, but like Hex has an economy where you can just buy cards if you don't want to spend money on them, and it has a free-to-play option. So like, again, with every game you're choosing outside of Magic Online, like with all these other CCGs, you're choosing whether or not you're building your collection by sinking in a bunch of your time or sinking in a bunch of your money. And the difference between Magic and Hex and these other CCGs is that like with Magic and Hex, you can get your money back out. This is my favorite. Like mulligan a medium 7 into an unkeepable 6 so we just don't have any lands. I mean, we can't cast our Wretched Camel, but we're gonna keep. That's a basic waste. Can we talk about the camel in the room? Let me tell you about a good sweet value creature. His name is Wretched Camel, and I love him. No! No! Also, can we talk about the flavor of, like, casting a Wretched Camel off of Dunes of the Dead? I feel like casting the zombie camel off a land called Dunes of the Dead is just, like, a huge flavor slam dunk, right? 26 lands later. And technically, Traverse is basically a land, right? So, like, we essentially have 28 lands and just haven't drawn another one yet. Yay, Magic! Yay, Magic! This game really needs some Fate Weave. Can I get some Fate Weave in here? Is that legal? Would that be allowed? Just how we drew it up. 28 lands later. When I die, they're gonna write a book about me. It's gonna be called 28 Lands Later, the story of missing your 4th land drop. Yeah, perfect! That Hissing Quagmire that I put in my deck that should be a basic land. Alright, I guess I should Thought-Knot Seer, right? Before I get Gitrog. 7 cards, what are the odds only one of them is good? I mean, most of these aren't very good. Huh. I'm gonna take the Descent Upon the Sinful here. It's actually pretty bad, right? You're saying there's a chance. Nope. Nope. Oh, see, I messed up. I let myself believe that there was a chance. I let myself believe there was a chance. Alright. We tried. We tried our darndest, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies, gentlemen, and other. We tried our best and we failed. The old 1-2-0-2 showdown. This is like, was anyone here when we played the modern Titan Shift deck the other day and we mulliganed like 5 1-land 7s in we had 5 1-land 7s in like 7 games? Nice deck, doesn't place it right. Ooh, all right. Give him the old camel toe here. Ladies and gentlemen and Carns. Pushing me over the edge here, opponent. don't know if I could take it anymore. I really want to comment on something that's on my Twitter timeline right now, but being political on stream is generally a recipe for bad. Alright, speaking of recipes for bad, what do we have here? What is this? Target creature gets 1/0 until end of turn. It deals damage equal to its power to target creature and opponent controls. We are not the only one that brought bad limited cards to this event. I think we're going to take the Tune with the Aether here so they keep them off of red mana. Get God opponent. Oh, baby, the value. The Ramunap Excavator value. Let's go and play this. This is, in fact, a competitive league. And this is why this is a great example. Like, and actually, my article going up on Gathering Magic this week is going to go up on Friday, which is tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. I know what day of the week it is. Talks about, like good TCG practices, like becoming a better TCG player and like things you can do to become a better player. And one of them I talk about why, like, this is a great example of if you want to actually get testing in, don't play against random people on Magic Online leagues. Magic Online leagues are good for 1, farming value out of other nerds, and 2, just playing lots of games and getting lots of reps in. Magic Online is not useful for testing competitive matchups because there's lots of people like what I'm doing and what my opponents are doing, which are, we're literally just playing garbage. Farming value out of other nerds needs to be on a shirt. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, Zach. All right. What you got over there? Oh, look, more red cards you can't cast. Wonder why you're 0-2. All right. Crawling Sensation. Don't be mean to the... I'm all about the camel life, okay? I think I need to attack all of these into Liliana here to force them to chump blocks. Otherwise, they're going to have 2 zombies next turn. Should have Deadlands the dude. Could I have Deadlands the dude? Yeah, maybe that's better. I don't know, the Liliana's not really doing anything, right? Oh no! They drew an Aether Hub! You can only get in 3. That's not even true, though. Like, if you're doing proper testing, and, like, you're playing with other people that are playing quickly, you play a lot of games very quickly. I would love to use Crawling Sensation's ability. Oh, yeah, trigger. Get that insect value. Man, we drew a hostile desert, too? That valuable hostile desert. Okay, look at the combos we have going on here. Does everyone appreciate the amount of combos that are in our deck right now? Am I supposed to just Deadlands that instead of... Yeah, I guess I'm not doing anything else with my mana this turn, right? Oh, I can sacrifice the Dudes of the Dead! Holy crap, look at just all of our deck building synergies. Look at all of our... Gosh, we could have done this last turn. I forgot Dunes of the Dead was a desert. I could have left a black mana up for the Fatal Push, but I was too excited about sacrificing the Dunes of the Dead, so I missed it. For those that are wondering what's going on. I was far too excited. They're gonna braid this. I don't know why they let me play a land from my discard pile, but God bless them. Dream Stealer. Ooh, very menacing. Hey, Xdowzo with 3-month subscription. Thank you for the continued support. I do appreciate it. Welcome back. I assume Dream Stealer is coming into play. You can push this off a cliff here. I would love to use this. We hit a land because we're a powerful wizard. This is a 0 converted mana cost, right? It's just a regular token. Let's find out. Let's find out, shall we? Oh no! I could have attacked with my hostile desert. Punt. Big papa punts. My hostile desert would have been a 5/6 too, because Sylvan Advocate? Man, what a tilt. Missed the hostile desert value beatdown attack. My dreams will be stolen, opponent. My earth will be shaken. Did I miss lethal? I don't know if I believe you about missing lethal. They had a chump blocker. Oh, if I would have cycled this on their turn, I'd have gotten to draw an extra card. Gosh, think of the missed value. Yeah, if I miss lethal, point it out. I don't actually see where I missed lethal that turn. Yeah, it wasn't lethal. It only looked like lethal because my opponent didn't block the Thought-Knot Seer. They would have blocked the Thought-Knot Seer or the desert, and then they'd solve a Liliana here. Won't you take me to Value Town? Won't you take me to... Alright. Kalitas seems great against a bunch of unearthed dorks. Never Return seems fine. They've got Liliana in their deck. Fatal Push seems fine. They've got a lot of smaller poopers. Is Yahenni's expertise good enough? I don't think so. I'm gonna trim the Thought-Knot Seers. Even a couple of Transgress. Is Scarab Feast good enough? I guess this card cycles, right? Is this what my life is about? I feel like my life might be about the Scarab Feast here. I'm a little congested. This is a viewer submitted deck. There's a donation deck list. There are some changes to the microphone settings, but I am also a little congested. God, I hope I'm not sick for Saturday. That's gonna be miserable. Oh. His hand's a little deserted of deserts, but other than that, it's pretty decent. Maybe even decent plus. Yeah, cons definitely spread the plague. You're not wrong. Maybe I'm supposed to bait with the camel here since they probably have a braid. I guess they wouldn't have had to discard a card though. I really want to get that sweet, sweet camel value. Look at just how precious he is. Look at those little teeth hanging out of his mouth. Just slovenly all over the place here. The opponent is playing Jund Eternalize. They are 0-2 in their league. We are 1-2 in our league. At least one of our losses was because I made some poor deck building changes. Opponent's gonna live fast, die hard. I think I just want to play Kalitas here. This is technically improper sequencing, but I would like to get my auto pass value here. Hi, Declan. You pooped? Do you need a diaper change? No? Okay. If you do, let me know. I think he lied to me. I think he needs a diaper change. Darn kids. Discard your least favorite card, opponent. I'll be right back. I have a crappy job to attend to, I believe. Alright. Sorry about that. That was an ad for a rent-a-deck website. Great service. Use them for a lot of my paper stuff. Tried to skip the diaper change. What's that movie that has what's his name in it where he fast forwards through his life? It's like fast forward through diaper changes. I think I want to just cycle this desert as opposed to killing this turn. Click. Yeah, that's the one. Adam Sandler. Yeah, that's what's his name. Look at that. Man, that's a good one to get. With this Kalitas out, I'm gonna stop on my opponent's upkeep. I didn't want to push it there because if my opponent had a Harness Lightning, they would have been able to respond by killing my Kalitas. And if they have Harness Lightning, they're likely going to do it during my end step to use their mana efficiently. Oh, I guess they would have had to. Yeah, I'm dumb. They could have had some kind of black removal spell, perhaps. They actually, because they would have had to use an energy for this. Yeah, I probably should have just done it on my turn. I wasn't thinking about that. I thought I was being clever, but I actually was just being dumb. Oh my god! Look at this synergy! Kalitas can sacrifice the Wretched Camel on command. What value is that? Make Kalitas bigger and make them discard a card. It's just good clean living, folks. Just good clean living. Make Kalitas great again, right? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying is occasionally you want to sacrifice a zombie camel. That one. Trigger. Target you. This seems like some 12 post level synergy, right? Oh no! They had a driven to despair, the value. Here, let's just try and kill this guy. Where do I live in the States? I live in a state of confusion. It's a perpetual state that's difficult to get out of. No matter how far you drive, you're almost always there. I'm a dad, I'm allowed to make that joke. I live in the Midwest, in Illinois, about 2 hours south of Chicago. Look, I haven't spent a lot of time in Texas, but the only opinion I have on Texas is that they allow me to drive 70 miles an hour inside of their cities, and that's just excellent, because we all drive 70 miles an hour anyways, so, like, why not just make it the speed limit? Hour of glory. Oh, baby. Kalitas, I knew you were bound for bigger and better things, you beautiful vampire, you. Glory to the whatever. Alright, so Dream Stealer over here. Make sure that's never to return. Snip that one right in the bud. The town that I live in has more... Yup. You have found the Maw of Chaos. That is certainly a thing. It's too bad you are dead. On board. Because Blighted Fen. Alright, I'm gonna flex here real quick. Oh, yeah. Beat the O2 player to now be 2-2.
Oh, sorry. So the town I live in has the most restaurants per capita of anywhere in the United States. Fun fact. And they just opened 3 more restaurants here this summer. It's so American. Just a bunch of fat people sitting around eating food. What a colorless land, colorless land, colorless land. Green spells, yeah. Oh, this wretched camel. How you haunt me. That's not a land. Let's bottom that. The Gitrog Monster. That one enters tapped too. Matt thought it was funny. That's great. I am glad that my town now has that record. I'm playing this on the ramp deck. Looks like, I guess it could be Teamer Energy still too, right? And this is like when you talk about the elegance of the interface, just like Magic versus Hex, the resource system in Hex is just like so much infinitely more elegant than Magic's. That just makes playing your cards so much easier. Why didn't I make him discard a card? I don't think you know how the camel works. The camel only triggers when it dies. If this card made them discard a card when it entered play, this card would be like a super awesome constructed staple. It wouldn't just be like, hey, why is Hoagland playing Wretched Camel? It would be like, hey, Wretched Camel is great, we should all be playing it. I would love to mill over some lands. Ding! Get that crawling sensation in mind. Gosh, now I have to choose. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think I'm pretty obligated to transgress them here as opposed to making my land drop with Excavator. Alright, well, I've got some good news and I've got some bad news. The good news is this game is over. The bad news is we're not going to win it. Remember that time their 10 mana spell we couldn't take with Transgress the Mind? Pepper's Farm remembers. Man, this feels like trying to play a fair deck in Modern. You're just like, we're like trying our hardest and our opponents just like keep playing Tron against us. Aw, Tron's so mean. Why is Tron so mean? Bunch of bullies playing Tron decks. I'm gonna keep this. It's a little bit mana heavy, but I can cycle this desert on 2. I think guaranteed Thought-Knot on 4 is a worthwhile keep. Look, someone paid me. Someone paid me to play this. This is a donation deck list. Which, like, if your format's full of, like, mono red and stuff, like, deck's probably great. No, not really. Chicago's kind of a crapshoot. There's a reason why the term Chirac exists. Chicago is the murder capital of the United States. I would not. We've visited there a lot less since I had children because I don't like bringing them in. You know, driving towards the gunfire with your children is like a bad idea. We had one game where we played the Gitrog Monster, and I got punished for having cut basic lands from my deck. That whole 3 months of fun. Little Chan with the resubscription. Thank you very much. A quarter of a year. Welcome back. What you got over there? Why do they always have a bunch of good cards? Why can they never have just one? Am I supposed to take the Traverse here? I think I'm supposed to take the Traverse and just like hope to beat them down. So next turn, we'll never their Tireless Tracker, play Deadlands, play Camel. Get a little camel toe going on. Yeah, look at him. He knows what's up. All right, so we're starting by attacking with this. I think I'm just playing Kalitas out then. I could go like Excavator or Wretched Camel, but like Kalitas seems better because that way when they play the Tireless Tracker and we kill it next turn, we get a Zambi. Zambi, Zambi, Zambi. Hey, hey. I could Deadlands the Tracker, you're right. Now we can no longer Deadlands the Tracker because they can make it larger. Hey, opponent. You consider never... Don't come back now, you hear? My Wretched Camel. Here's my auto pass. Well, if they don't K-return here, we get to sack this here Wretched Camel to the Kalitas. Who doesn't love a good... Who doesn't love a good party? Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Zambi! Oh, the straw came out? There you go. Get that sweet, sweet excavator value. I could have put them to 1 here by sacrificing the camel. Maybe that's good. Just like take another card out of their hand. Oh, lordy. Yeah, that was the line. It would have made this... Yeah, okay, I punted it. Yeah, he's gonna wipe us. Yep. Yep. So this would have lived if I would have sacked the camel. Yep. And then they would have been dead Jaddi removal spell. Oh, I stacked these in the wrong order. I should have made them discard before they drew. That's probably going to be the game. Oh, you know what? And this 2 here, I should have, we should have just nevered this World Breaker here so they can't get it back. That's fine. This deck seems pretty miserable against Ramp. And then we had a close match against Teamer that we ended up getting punished in because I cut basic lands from the deck. I don't really have an educated or informed opinion on what's good, bad, or otherwise in Standard right now. I mean, I guess the good news is they can't attack us, right? We could still rip like a Gitrog Monster and be in this game, kind of. Oh, they can attack us now because they have zombies. Sure. Alright, got a good one there. Go ahead and use this to get rid of World Breaker. Replay this Evolving Wilds. Not trading this for a zombie. Alright, and being in a top decks against a ramp deck is generally not where you want to be in life, so they're just gonna like draw a 10-drop and kill us. If we hit a Gitrog Monster, we'll be in a good spot. And again, there's only 3 card types in our bin, which feels kind of bad. Okay. Alright, don't draw a bomb, opponent. Yep, we're going to be hexing after this match, actually. Going to be hexing after this batch. Yeah, basically, Bogar. That's a good assessment. You want to work on... I think I want to try Thunderfield Seer in the Reanimator deck to start off today. And give that a try, I think. I don't know if it's good, bad, or otherwise, but we're going to give it a go. Like, trim a couple different things, see how it feels. Just want to feel something. We get to sack this Dunes of the Dead here. Oh, you know what? Wait. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so they could bring this back and replay it to start. So I'm just going to take 5 here rather than let them exile my Dunes of the Dead. It kind of sucks. I should have gotten a basic waste because I want to sack this Dunes of the Dead to get a zombie. But at the same time, now I don't have a colorless land. If I draw a... Thought-Knot Seer or Spatial Contortion. Rhonas, that's lethal, right? Remember that time there was no justice in the world? Remember that time there was no justice in the world? This gives trample, right? Just like big tramp screwy. Let me tell you a story about how trample and death touch work together. It's never returned good. I guess killing Tireless Tracker is kind of important, right? Crawling sensation's kind of slow. Let's do this. Easy life, right? Yeah, exiling return could be relevant as well. Good call, good call. Easy. Is this an easy redraw? That seems actually probably fine, right? Yeah, I've got Traverse. If we just like run some lands off, this hand's pretty excellent. I'm sure we're never gonna draw a second land, but like... Holy God, we drew a land. Ooh, what is going on? I don't understand. It does not compute. Drew second land drop. Maybe never. Traveling to physical Magic tournaments is like such a huge cost in terms of like time and money. And like Hex has 2 $1,000 cash tournaments I can play every single weekend. Magic Online has their challenge events I can play every single weekend. So like, if your goal is to make money playing TCGs, and like generally that's my goal, is like spew less, make more. I'm better off just like playing in. I'm better off playing online. I mean, like, the Invitational cost me, like, $1,000 to get to. Like, getting to Roanoke, Virginia is not cheap. The flights are very expensive. Hexprimal.com buys and sells Hex TCG cards. They have code Jeff5, works over there. I mean, the Invitational is better EV than a Grand Prix, and it's better EV than an Open. It's probably better EV than a Pro Tour outside of the country, too, just because, like, the cost to get to places outside of the country is really... Remember that time I said we were going to miss land drops and die? Pepperidge. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Let's kill your ramp spell. Go. If we'd have hit land, and gone, like, Thought-Knot into Gitrog, we'd probably be in a pretty good spot here. Hopefully they're just on a bunch of air and we can hit a land or two here. I am on track to make more money from playing digital events this year than I netted, and again, net money once you subtract expenses, than I netted playing paper events last year, finishing second on the tour. Earning money on the couch playing at TCG, right? It's just like, and again, like, if you enjoy playing TCGs and like it's worth it for the experience, you should do it and like play them and enjoy yourself. Like, no one's getting rich playing TCGs in general, right? All right, so they have 2 hours of devastations. I'm just gonna take the World Breaker here because they're only one away from this, right? Yeah, I'm gonna take the World Breaker. So now we've drawn a line in the sand. We've said to our opponent, we're going to kill you before you can get 10 mana. Which might be a bad line to draw. We might lose this bet. MTGO doesn't have cash tournaments because WotC doesn't want them to. I don't know, because it's just, like, WotC giving out product literally costs them nothing. To run a tournament like these challenge events that they charge $25 entry fees for, which are still good value. Like, I play in the challenge events, they are more than reasonable value. But it doesn't actually cost WotC anybody to run that type of tournament. So, my Gitrog Monster. Huh. I'm gonna cycle this. I don't think I want to play this turn. That's sweet. We can take an hour of oh, they have 2 hours of devastations though. Let's do this and then replay this from my bin so I keep making my land drops here. I don't think I want to trade this for the Tireless Tracker plus a counter. Seems loose. No, we're not going outside right now. Made another Walking Ballista? That is a train. Very good. Hour of Promise, sure. Alright, now I think we are dead. Probably very dead. Let's cycle this. And then play it from our discard pile because value. And cast this Thought-Knot Seer and take their Ulabog. But we gotta beat through this Hour of Promise. Yes, we have to take the Ulabog. They have 2 hours of devastation. Maybe we can beat through this. Maybe. Seems loose, right? The big problem here is, like, this was actually their best draw, because before they drew this, we were going to just be able to, like, stick this Gitrog Monster and be like, haha, your Hour of Devastation deals 5 damage, Gitrog Monsters just drew an Ulabog. This is... Tron! Yeah, fuck Tron. This is how our... For all the Tron players in the audience, this is how your opponents feel when you just, like... They, like, make meaningful decisions. You're like, Tron! Oh, Magic sucks. Alright, This is what we do to people in exactly. Magic is all about getting people got. Just FYI, the compressor works now. Good. God bless. Well, so final thoughts on the deck list. These should be basic lands like was originally submitted to me. This bit us more than one time between these coming into play tapped and not having enough basic lands to fetch with Evolving Wilds. I think you want a Manglehorn in the 75 since we have a couple of Traverse anyways. I probably want some more Transgresses to round out the These Scarab Feasts seem really narrow. I wouldn't mind a full playset of Transgress to be marginally better against the ramp deck. It's still probably miserable, but like you could be marginally better against the ramp deck by having that. At any rate, we're gonna play a TCG where I get to play with fun card selection and powerful cards. Let's play some Hex. So we are playing what's kind of a hybrid combo deck in Hex right now. So this deck is a combination Reanimator and Storm type deck. Game 1, we have a Reanimation plan, and then post board, we can board into a Storm-like deck that's very good against control decks in the format. And it looks like we're actually playing against a control deck here. So this is one of our fatties that we play in our deck to reanimate here. I would love a Withering Gaze to interact with my control opponent. So Aegilis says, us and other cards we control have Invincible. Normally he costs 9 and requires Diamond Thresholds to play, but our Champion Power allows us to draw a card and then discard a card so we can get him into our bin. And then we have copies of Mordrum's Gift that reanimated for just 4 costs. Trust me when I say you are in the minority to prefer something that looks like poop. I want my video game to look like a video game, ideally. I want my video games to look like video games.